Hi everyone, this is Chronicle. I'm going to talk about the basic formula for the damage output, and these are the example of the character I'm going to use. And then before I go through each of them, the damage output formula is okay, the first point is about normal attack and skill attack. Well, the formula for the Cadanova I think is physical attack times 1.5 for the normal attack. So total will be the maximum damage minus the opponent defense. And of course, if his physical attack is high, the overall damage output will be increased. Like for example, you use Zen physical attack buff from the blacksmith, it will further increase his physical attack, so that his damage output will be very high for the normal attack and skill attack. But the physical attack buff cannot be stacked. Like for example, if you are using Bota that increase his physical attack by 100%, this skill maximum increase is 400%. So it overrides the Bota buff, and Cadanova will have 400% up. But of course, you can stack with the passive. Like for example, Bota passive that increase the physical attack by 50 when she besides the Cadanova. So total will be 450. And some of the passive that when you attack the enemy for one time and increase the attack or evade the enemy for one time or anything, it will also further increase the overall attack, and then with the leader skill as well that increase the physical attack. And then there's one more way to increase the physical attack by using Judith side ability, this skill that transfer her physical attack to Cadanova. So that for example, if the Cadanova physical attack is 1000 and Judith physical attack transfer about 1000, so that the Cadanova physical attack will be 2000 total. And then multiply with the physical attack buff, so that the overall physical attack will be super high. And you also can use the other status transfer like from Hanji and Emma, it can be stacked together, so that the physical attack will be even higher, along with the physical attack buff. The second point is special buff. Like for example, using Icona with this fire attack and Storm versus a Wind and Machine on Cadanova, so that the overall damage increase after the skill attack damage. You can stack with the other buff like slash attack up, Storm versus a Wind, single attack up, or anything that's increased the special buff. Like for example, by using this fire attack buff, and then you use another character that increase the fire attack buff, it will further increase the attack. So the final damage output will be very high after the multiplier, but beware, it is plus and plus, not multiply. So like for example, if you are using fire attack plus 200 and slash attack plus 100 and Storm versus a Wind plus 50, it will be 350 multiplier. It's not 200 times 100 times 50, so beware. And then by reducing the opponent elemental resistance, like for example this Alucana Raton, elemental resistance down by 120, so it further increase the damage on the special buff. So like for example, this is 120 and fire attack is 200, so total will be 320. So it's times 4.2 after the skill damage. And then next is type resistance down. Like for example, Chiaya that reduce the opponent slash resistance and can be stacked 3 times, total will be 60%. And this debuff is different from the elemental resistance debuff. It multiplies by the final damage output. So for example, after the skill damage and after multiply with the special buff and minus the opponent defense and bracket again and multiply with the type resistance like slash resistance down, so that will be the final damage. And then lastly is the all resistance down, which is from this character accessory, weapon ability that reduce the all defense down can be stacked 2 times. So this will further increase the damage output after the slash resistance down. So after this debuff, it will be the final damage output. And it can be stacked with the other all defense downs. Same goes to the slash resistance down, it can be stacked together with the other debuffer. As long as the skill name is different, you can be stacked together. Okay, next is I'm going to try the damage output in the training arena. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check his status first. His physical attack is about 1.6k, okay, and with the all attack up and with the slash attack up. And let's see his normal attack first. About 3.3k, and then this skill About 7k. Okay, not bad. And then I'm going to try with the special buff on Katanova. And let's see the total damage increased by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see the normal attack first. About 10k. And how about this skill? 20k. Okay, and against the wing unit, this one. Ooh, 32k, quite high. And then with the elemental resistance down, with this skill, well, as you can see, it only increased some bit because it's stacked with the all attack up and fire attack up, those kind of buff. So it doesn't actually further increase the overall damage, unless you are using slash resistance down plus all defense down, so that the fire damage output will be further increased. Okay, next is I'm going to use the slash resistance down on the enemy, and let's see the total damage increased by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see the damage of this skill. Whoa, as you can see, it greatly increased the overall damage by 1.6 I think, after the slash resistance down. So it's very good to use special buff and elemental resistance down on the enemy, plus type resistance down, so that the overall damage will be greatly increased. Okay, next is I'm going to use this all defense down on the enemy. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see the damage increased by how much. Whoa, as you can see, it greatly increased the damage again by 1.3 after the previous damage. And the damage is about 70k, quite a lot actually. And finally is I'm going to use the status transfer on Katanova, and let's see the overall damage increased by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check his status first. Well, with the Zen physical attack buff plus 400%, and with the status transfer from Emma and Judith, so his physical attack is about this high plus deal skill 30%. And then let's see the skill attack of this one. Well, as you can see, it really greatly increased the overall attack power for about 3 turns. So conclusion is, it's good to know about this game system, like for example physical attack buff, or slash attack buff, or all attack buff, or elemental resistance down, or slash resistance down, or all defense down. And then for example, if your ally increase slash resistance up and all defense up, it will further reduce the overall damage multiplier. So I guess that's all about the damage formula. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about it, please comment. See ya, sayonara.